Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Myrna Loy speaking on behalf of Blackbright News, and I've got some good news for you. Well, for those of you who are trying to get, to reduce immigration, I'm sure you've heard that America is in the process of deporting 7,000 Ghanaians. Yeah. They're deporting them from the United States of America. And the alleged reason for their deportation, although there's no evidence, is that larceny, overstaying, identity theft, drug abuse, assault, resisting arrest. What else was there? Oh, there was a host of things. I've just got to laugh. Host of things that they are attaching to 7,000 Ghanaians and sending them back to Ghana. Now, there's a bit of a problem because in order for them to send them back to Ghana, the Ghanaian ambassador to the United States has to sanction the deportation order. By sanctioning the deportation order, he's agreeing to pay for the flights of the 7,000 Ghanaians, which he's not prepared to do. So they've reached a stalemate. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen. I don't know if it's got anything to do with, in March earlier this year, thousands of Ghanaians were protesting against America expanding their military base in Ghana. Apparently, the government have already ratified an agreement to give America unrestricted access to all their airport runways, to their telecommunications, and what have you, the radio stations. So the Ghanaians protested against that, jumping up and down and saying, look, it's not right. You can't just give up our country to the military. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if it's they can turn the clock back. I don't know if now it's been ratified that it just goes through. But it makes me wonder, though, if they've agreed this to expand the military like this, and the cost, what they're getting for it is 20 million a year to allow American military base to take over the country. They get 20 million a year. I mean, what are they going to do with it once it's taken over by America? I've got no idea. They won't have no use for the money anyway, because another part of Africa selling out as usual. I mean, the only person who wasn't prepared to sell out was Gaddafi, and they killed him. I mean, he was the only one that tried to make Africa a central, try to make them live off of their own money, live off of their resources. But all these other African leaders, they're just selling out. And after they've sold out, the joke is that, they find themselves in this mess. I don't know where they're going to put these 7,000 Ghanaians. I mean, they're going to have to accept them whether they like it or not, I'd imagine. But yeah, I just thought I'd like to share that bit of news with you. So yeah, Ghana, I don't know what you're going to do now. But the good thing is that Africa is, they say, well, I don't know, now it's been taken over by the military. I don't know what's going to happen, because I was going to say it's the safest place to be. Because, there is an economic collapse pending, or an impending. But Africa is in so much debt, they borrowed so much money. I mean, they've got no independence anyway, so it's not even a safe haven anymore. As the centre of the earth, it should have been a safe haven for a lot of Africans, a lot of black people, but they've sold it. They've sold it for, what did they used to sell it for in the olden days? For beads. They've thrown all their pearls to the swine. So they've sold all their resources, everything that they could have had to make themselves independent and strong, they've sold it. And now they're going to be shat upon. You could say serve them right for not having any foresight, for not, thinking outside the box, for not trying to secure what they have, for being gluttony, for being a glutton for money. I mean, this money thing, the materialism and this greed for money, it's been the death from the beginning, and it'll be death to the end. You know, that's what they say though, don't they? Money is the root of all evil. And it is. Because when you think that people will sell out their family and their friends for money, and you know, it's true though, you know, when you think about all these people who have arguments for money, you know, when people die and they're going to, the house is split, the amount of family feuds there are over money. I wish we didn't have any. I wish we could just live off of the fruits of the field, you know. Wouldn't that be great? Nobody would be fighting over anything. There would be none of these wars. There'd be no invasions. There'd be nothing, because it wouldn't be worth anything. Anyway, I live in an idealistic world. That's all for now. Bye-bye.